Boom. Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage, Draft Guru. If you like the video, sub and subscribe. It don't cost a dime. I just wanted to get a few players out before, unless you're living under a rock, in about 11 minutes, college playoffs start. So we have Indiana at Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. I predict a high scoring game, but a lot of that's going to depend on the weather. Some of it's saying there's a 10% chance of snow. Some people saying 77% chance of snow. But Indiana is just going to line them up wide, go out with 5 wide receivers every single play. And Notre Dame's probably going to look to run the ball and kill the clock. But we'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm wrong. I like the Irish, and I see it being a high scoring game because that's just me. Either way it goes, I see it being a high scoring game. But who knows? All right, today I'm going to drop out 3 prospects for you. I lagged a little this week. Just finding tape on these dudes is like, it's easier finding somebody on the side of a milk carton. Really, it really is. And it's ironic, you got the fun bunch. They all talk about Power 5 schools and stuff like that. But yet it takes an Italian kid from the city to do a deep dive on HBCU college players, football players for the draft. Rock on. Jared Hunter, Howard, 6 TDs, 800 yards rushing, 200 yards receiving. So he can do a little bit of both. 5'10", 210. He's not going to get drafted, this kid. He's not. He's going to get invited to a camp. And if someone sees if someone sees something on him that they like, then they'll get invited to training camp. This kid, he'll get invited somewhere. He's a tough-nosed, runner. He runs bigger than his size suggests. So, but on the other hand, because of a word I'm not allowed to say, he might come back for another year. Who knows? All right, next kid. He has center and guard flexibility. Darius Meeks, Grambling. He's a Charleston Southern transfer. Great size, 6'4", 340. How can I phrase this? I think because he's compact and he has the 340, his future, if he does have one, is going to be guard. It's going to be a guard, not at center. So I truly believe people wait till you do a podcast to start texting you. I truly do. Because they don't text you all fucking day. And then they text you, when you're doing a podcast. So like I said, I can go 0 to 100 real fast, man. Really, really, really fast. But I'm normally a very nice guy. I like my centers bigger. If this kid was 6'6", perfect. 340, that would fit right in. But the fact that he's on the shorter side and 340, just me, I envision him more to get a tryout. He's going to get more looks at a guard at the next level. That's my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth. But we're at 513 players already. And go look at your Fun Bunch friends. They're probably at 10. And all they do is get on a computer and they talk about Dak, and they talk about Ashton Gentry. Where if I hear another video about the kid, I'm going to vomit. There's 30 other monster running backs in this draft, people. I've seen Dallas Cowboy fans, and you fans deserve it. Jerry sticks it right in, and he laughs, bro. I've seen Dallas Cowboy fans right on the X machine. It's Ashton Gentry or the draft is a bust. I'm telling you, Cowboy fans, 95% of them do not produce. Don't produce because you knows jack shit about football, and you have the absolute perfect owner for you people. It's horrible. Like, you guys don't even watch football and you bash players. It's disgusting. It's him or bust. Bro, you know the word generational? It comes around every single year, but you don't watch football. You don't play football. You never coach football. The only football you ever played was Madden, man. Makes me sick, man. But that's why I talk draft, and my channel is open to 32 NFL teams. There you go. Next is a kid, Eric Brown, South Carolina State. Little leaner, center, 6'4", 310. This kid is a project. He can have some guard flexibility. Okay, I just told you the last kid was too big at 340. At 6'4". So at 6'4", I'm just a mad scientist when it comes to it. I would want the kid around at least 320. I would want him. Unless, he's the complete solid technician. Where I've said it once, I've said it a million times. You can get away with the worst offensive lineman of the 5 at center. You can get away with the least athletic lineman at center. Why? Because he has 2 goons on each side of him. He has a left guard and a right guard. But he must be smart. He has to be probably the smartest of the line. Listen, everyone on the line has to know what everyone is doing on every single play for a play to work and for a line to play great. But a center has to be smart. If he ain't smart, I don't care what good he is, he ain't going to get nowhere. Because he has to call out when there's audibles. He calls out the blocking formations. When there's an audible, he has to switch and call out the blocking formations. He has to be smart. He has to be able to think on his feet. He has to be a multitasker. There we go. I'll probably drop, I don't know, man. Tomorrow there's some good college game. The playoffs are tomorrow, too. What you got? Ohio State, Tennessee. I like Ohio State. Penn State SMU is gonna be a barn burner, but Penn State likes to run the ball. MSU got some legit, which I've given you, legit defensive tackles, man. Legit defensive linemen to begin with. So there's some good games on. So I might pop on tomorrow, give you a few players, but we still got plenty of time. So we're at 513, on our way to 800. But let me tell you something. These small schools, bro, it's hard. It's legit hard getting tape on some of these kids. Because we all know when you're rocking with GWO for life. Over and out. Let's go Notre Dame.